Greetings, residents. I hope that you're having a decent summer at home. Unfortunately, we are still under the COVID conditions, but there is actually continue to be good news for the town and for the county because people are doing a tremendous job of maintaining social distancing and at the same time wearing masks when you can't maintain that distancing, washing hands. And we've seen that very much here at Town Hall, which continues to be fully open for anyone that wants to come here for town services to see someone in person. We're continuing to average over 60 people a day for general services. So please continue to come in. We have the front desk where we continue to man that desk in order to fill out the form, take your temperature, and get a mask if you don't have one. So please, we're open. The town board meetings, we are now fully back into a regular schedule. Zoning board and planning board have been meeting some significant, very important issues where we are having the public in attendance. So please come on out and to participate in our local democracy. So continue to keep up the good work so we can continue to move towards a complete full reopening. I hope that you are really patronizing our local restaurants, cafes, and stores that have been opened, and also our parks themselves, which I want to focus a little bit on today as a core focus for our discussion here on the Talk of the Town with Supervisor Dick Thurston. We've been spending a lot of time at our board meetings and workshop meetings on our parks, and even though we're under a very tight conservative budget, we still have monies that we're able to appropriate for different projects. And part of it's through grant monies, part of it's through our Parkland Trust, which actually are monies that do not come out of the taxpayers' pockets because it's a fund that the developers, as they build out, whether or not it's stores, businesses, or residential units, contribute monies into that fund, which then we use for the rehabilitation of our town parks. One example of it, and where we're moving full speed ahead now, is Spook Hill Park. That's our park that is located on Spook Hill Road, and this is one that's been actually first planning going back even before myself, but we were able to get a $100,000 grant from the county toward the renovation and development of that park. The good news is that we are now beginning phase one. Over the next week or so, you will see the bathhouse start the renovation project by removing the roof and the bathroom fixtures. This grant allows us to go and make the bathroom facilities and the whole building ADA compliant, as well as the parking space in front of it. With the county's approval, we have a meeting with county planning, and that's proceeding very well. We're also going to be doing a renovation with respect to the whole parking area in the front of, well, actually it's the west side. I get the directions confused there, related to parking, including handicap parking. So you keep your eye open for that. There'll be a small veterans garden in the medial strip that separates the parking lot from the roadway with nice paving stones, and we may do some other Veterans Memorial dedication there. A brand new fence will go up in the front, and then easy access for disabled folks to get into the grounds. Within the next, I think it is the next week or two, you'll be seeing a nice sign that's going to be advertising the future development of the park, a coming soon sign that will give you an idea of what the park will be looking like as we go out through what we intend to have is 4 different phases going forward. The town board has approved the bidding for the contracts to be awarded, And the construction actually work of the building itself, the restrooms and picnic facility, will be done by our town our town building and grounds department coming forward. So I think you'll see a nice new change there for that park. As I said, though, it's one of our many parks, actually our 7 dedicated parks with playgrounds in them. That playground facility there will also be rehabilitated for, again, purposes of ADA and children's of all sorts of needs to help them enjoy the playground facilities, as well as we're going to have some other features in the park area related to autism. Of course, we still plan to have a track, a 1/10 of a mile track in the center with a variety of exercise equipment that people of all needs can be using, and more to come, as you'll see on the sign. Quiet Acres are one of our older parks, certainly from a playground equipment point of view. The town board is authorized. We've placed an order for a new playground equipment. I think that playground equipment actually goes back to at least the early 1980s when it was installed. So that's one program that I'm excited about, and particularly for our residents over in the Quiet Acres and Wildwood area going forward. Related to that, I've put in a request to our Department of Public Works in the county to have some crosswalks for safety purposes of people that live in the Wildwood section to be able to cross the road and to go down, use the park should they wish. Robinson Lane, which is our baseball field complex, the board is also authorized going ahead. We have a $94,000 grant that will be used for upgrading the septic system and the bathroom facilities ADA compliant for the Challenger League, which also others will be able to use as the first phase of upgrades. That also include other new fencing and safety in the fields. We've gone ahead and are strongly supporting the Little League to help them upgrade the facilities as well. Airport Drive, Rockingham, is where our 2 soccer fields are located. And we've had a workshop related to those. We are starting with upgrades. I believe that as I speak, the pavilion, which is out at Airport Drive, has had new foundation, new posts put in, and we are also in the process of filling in the duck pond. I'm sorry, it's really more Canadian geese have used it. It was a man-made pond for runoff purposes years ago. We've gotten the Department of Environmental Controls, Conservation, Environment and Conservation to approve our filling in the pond, which actually will take away a safety factor of ours concern, as well as also allow us to get more soccer field usage there. Other improvements are underway or will be underway upon the completion of that pond renovation. If you haven't been out to Carnwath, that's our 99-acre parklands and several buildings. It's located off of Wheeler Hill Road on the western side, river-facing side of the town. We've had a number of renovations, activities that are underway, and we'll be considering a few more during the next board meeting, hopefully, that will enable even greater use of the park. There, we have now some private programs that are renting space, and then the Fannie Reese, the Reese Cultural Center building, which houses the sports museum, is also hopefully going to get some approval for putting in water there so that we can actually use the facilities, such as the first floor. We have about 3,000 square feet on the first floor that we want to use for recreation and senior center, upgraded modern facility that will have a lot more options for our residents going forward. So Go out there any day now. The parking lots are pretty well full, so we still have plenty of parking space on the upper lot. So please come on out and enjoy that program or programs out there. In addition, our summer movie series is about to take off. I believe next week will be our first event. We had in planning the programs before COVID hit to have them held at different locations, but we've decided to go ahead and hold them out at Schlotthaus Park because of the space that's available. We are able to do social distancing much easier at that location. And so stay tuned to advertisements on our websites, on the recreation website, telling you again, as I discussed last week, the movie schedule. Our summer concert schedule continues out at Schlotthaus. Again, we invite people to come out. It's very popular, and we are maintaining the social distancing requirements, and actually got approval from the county to expand the space a little bit more than what it had been. So those programs are available. We're working on other digital programs for our seniors and others within the town. We just had another meeting of our Arts and Culture committee, and I'm looking forward to the new schedule that comes out with respect to some activities to promote the various arts and cultural activities, events, peoples within the town. The next board meeting is going to be held on the 24th. Again, that will be a live meeting here within town. It will, of course, will continue to be sent out over cable and our town website, so that if you can't come or are concerned about coming in, you'll be able to view all the events going forward on our various public channels, thanks to the modern technology that we've put into place. So please come on out and enjoy our various parks and facilities, participate in the programs that we have been fortunate to be able to hold, even while we're still in the Phase 4 category. So we look forward to seeing you, and please come out to Town Hall if you have any questions or concerns, whether it's with respect to a permit or your water bills or some road issues. Please come on out, and we'd love to see you. So thank you very much for your ongoing support, assistance, and of course patience. We hope that everyone stays safe and remains well until our next talk of the town. Thank you, and have a great day.
And good. I've been running the